Welcome to 10 Steps to Building College Reading Skills, Chapter 1. The first chapter is on dictionary use, and this PowerPoint primarily talks about a paper-based system, paper-based dictionary, but what you probably want to do is just download an app onto your smartphone. Merriam-Webster is a really good app, and it's free. Don't pay any money for this. MERRIAM-WEBSTER. This is a dictionary, which is different than a translator. A translator will go from your language to English or vice versa, but a dictionary does English word, English definition. So that's what you want for this class. Okay, in addition to that, you could also look up words online, which does the same thing. You could go to dictionary.com if you would like to. This first slide is if you do have a paper-based dictionary, this shows you how to find words in the dictionary. The first word circled in blue is the first word on the page, and then the word circled in red is the last word on the page. So if you're using a paper dictionary, you're going to look in between those two words for a specific word. I'm going to skip this slide. Okay. Finding words you can't spell. I'm not really going to go over this because if you have an app, if you type into the app the word that you're looking for, it's going to help you find it quite easily, even if you misspell it. Okay, what I'm going to start to cover are the 7 things that a dictionary would tell you. First, it will tell you spelling and syllables. Second, pronunciation symbols and accent marks. Third, parts of speech. Fourth, irregular forms of words. Fifth, definitions, which you really want. Sixth, synonyms. And seventh, usage labels. Each of the slides following will go into this in more depth. Okay, the first thing a dictionary is going to give you is spelling and syllables. The dictionary gives you the correct spelling and syllable breakdown of a word. Dots between the syllables of the word tell you how many syllables are there. So for example, disrespect tells you that that word has 3 syllables or 3 parts of the word. The little dots are what separate the syllables. Okay, let's try this out. Let's see how many syllables are in the words. Donate. There are 2 syllables. You see the dot between do and nate. So 2 syllables for donate. The next word is compensate. How many syllables does that have? It has 3. Compensate. The next word is obedient. How many syllables does that have? 4. Look at the dots to show you. Can you hear it? Okay, next, dictionaries will give you pronunciation symbols and accent marks. You see the word disrespect, 3 syllables, and then it has the parentheses with some funny writing in the middle of those. The funny writing is the pronunciation of a word. Okay, so the information in parentheses shows you how to pronounce the word. It includes 2 kinds of symbols, pronunciation symbols and accent marks. Now, pronunciation symbols differ from dictionary to dictionary. So you could look up the same word in 2 different dictionaries and get 2 pronunciation symbols or 2 different pronunciations for that particular word. It just means that the dictionaries use different pronunciation keys. It doesn't mean that the word is pronounced differently. I'm going to go through this chart and pronounce these words for you or these sounds for you. But you do not have to know this for this class. It will not be on the quiz. But let me go ahead and go side to side and speak the words and pronounce the sounds for you. Ah, this is a short A as in hat. A, long A as in pay. Air as in care. R as in card. Short E as in 10. E, long E as in she. Short I as in sit. I, long I as in high. Ear, as in here. A, short O, as in lot. O, long O, as in go. All, as in all. Oi, oil. Ow, out. Look. You, cure. Ool, as in cool. U, as in use. Short U, as in up. As in fur. F, as in thick. That's a TH. You put your tongue between your teeth. The next one is th. You hear a voice, then. And then the last sound, the upside down E, is a schwa, and it sounds like a. Ago, item, easily, gallop, circus. Okay, next it gives you pronunciation symbols. After pronunciation symbols, it gives you accent marks. These are kind of tricky. So after the word disrespect in the last syllable, you're going to see that bold line. So the line after the T at the end of disrespect is the bold accent mark. It shows the syllable that has the strongest stress. Disrespect. Spect gets the strongest stress. The first syllable has a lighter accent mark. It's kind of hard to see. The one after the T is bigger and longer and bolder. The one after dis is a little bit shorter, lighter, and skinnier. So that particular one shows the syllable is more stressed than the unaccented second syllable, but less strongly stressed than the last syllable. Disrespect. Can you hear that? All right, I'm going to read through these words. I'm going to enunciate them even more clearly than I would regularly, but I just want you to hear it. Look at the pronunciation symbols even while I'm saying it, so you can figure out where the strongest stressed syllable is going to be. If it has the bold mark for the accent syllable, that's the strongest stressed syllable. Machine, it has two syllables. Sheen is accented. Look at the mark. Detergent, ter is accented. It's the second syllable. Detergent. Okay, the next word has two accent syllables. Information. The third syllable, may, is the strongest accented. In also has a lighter accent mark. Information. As an aside note, anytime you have a word with T-I-O-N or S-I-O-N, the syllable before that is going to have the strongest accent. It's true 100% of the time. Okay, the next word is Valentine. Which syllable is the strongest stressed? It's the first one, Valentine. The last syllable has a little bit of a stress as well. Okay, here's a harder word, alphabetical. There are 5 syllables in that word. The strongest stress is betical, although the first syllable, ow, has a smaller stress as well. Those are the answers for which one is the most strongly stressed in each of the words. Okay, the next thing the dictionary discusses are parts of speech. Every word in the dictionary is either a noun, a verb, an adjective, or another part of speech. The part of speech is written in italics. It just gives you letters. So for example, insult is a verb. So if it has an N, it's a noun. P-R-O-N, pronoun. A-D-J, adjective. A-D-V, adverb. V, verb. C-O-N-J, conjunction. P-R-E-P, preposition. I-N-T-E-R-J, interjection. Those are the parts of speech. Okay, next are talking about irregular forms of words. So when words in the same family are not spelled like you would expect them to be spelled, they are irregular. So the dictionary tells you the irregular spellings of words. So let's look at the first example. Know, present tense. knew, past tense, known, past participle, and knowing. These are not the same. You're not just adding ed, ed, ed. You're changing the complete word, so it's an irregular verb. The next one, fun, is a noun, but funny is an adjective. And then funnier is a comparative adjective with 2. Funniest is a superlative adjective of 3 or more. The point of this is that when you get into funny, funnier, funniest, the spelling changes. So F-U-N goes into F-U-N-N-I-E-R, F-U-N-N-I-E-S-T for comparative and superlative. The last example is a noun, a singular noun, that when you make it a plural noun, you're not just adding S, you're changing the spelling. So country, C-O-U-N-T-R-Y, you get rid of the Y and add I-E-S to make it plural. Okay, of course, the dictionary is going to have definitions, but if a word that has more than one definition, the dictionary lists all the different meanings. So you can tell which definition fits a given sentence by the meaning of the sentence. Let's try this out. So let's choose the dictionary meaning that best fits the sentence. The sentence is, modern technology can revive patients who have actually been considered medically dead. The dictionary gives these 3 definitions. Let's see which one works. Number 1, to bring back to life or consciousness. Does that seem to work? Definitely. To impart or regain health or vigor, does that work? No, because you can't regain health if you're considered medically dead. And to restore to use, does that work? No, same thing. You can't come back to use if you're considered medically dead. So the meaning that best fits is to bring back to life or consciousness. Modern technology can bring back to life patients who have actually been considered medically dead. All right. Next, the dictionary is going to give you synonyms. So a synonym is a word who has the same or similar meaning to the word that you're looking up. Something else is an antonym. An antonym is the opposite meaning of what you're looking up. Now, a thesaurus is a special book that will tell you synonyms and antonyms of words. A thesaurus doesn't have all the other information that I'm going through right now. So for this class, you want a dictionary. Okay, finally, usage labels. Besides listing definitions, a dictionary includes usage labels, terms that tell us if a meaning is considered something other than standard English. One meaning for the verb crash means to go to sleep. That's labeled slang. The word ain't is labeled non-standard. Okay, finally, you could also have field labels, which means that this particular word is only used in a specific field, like computer science, like biology, like a medical field. So the example that this gives you is the following definition of the word mouse is labeled computer science, a handheld input device used to move about a computer screen and operate programs. So that would have the special computer science field label. Okay, this is it for chapter 1. Go through your book and go ahead and try to complete the activities in the chapter. Thanks for listening.